Okay, so welcome back everyone. Now that we've got the van all carpeted, it's time to now put the rest of the insulation in. So obviously the bedboards here haven't gone back up yet, but they're due to go in. So the insulation can go on because now the trim panels are carpeted, so we need to insulate all the rest of the panels and the cavities so that the carpeted trim panels can then go back on, and then we've got a complete van. So as I showed before, so you've got these spaces, obviously you've got the door cards, and this is the insulation itself. So this is the Dacron, I think it's 35mm. So this was all bought from Harrison Trim Supplies. Here we've got the panels ready to go on. So just going to show you how to fit this insulation. It's nice and easy. You just spray the glue on and stick it on. Obviously glue getting onto this, it starts to kind of peel away, so we've done it after the carpeting just so that the carpet didn't get stuck to it, because as we were coming down here and kind of carpeted this, you know, large section, this was all carpet before we cut it out. So if we'd have put the insulation on first, all the carpet would have started to stick here, and then the insulation would be sort of tearing itself apart. So this just makes for a much easier job. This material's quite obviously forgiving, so basically we're just going to mold it into shape. Now the roll I've got is only sort of 70 centimeters, so you'll have to kind of break it up with that. This panel's more than that, so I'm gonna have to go across the length, although it kind of comes out around 70 top to bottom. And we're probably going to get 2, maybe even 3 layers in here. And the thing is with the insulation, you don't want to compress it, because obviously what helps with the insulation is that sort of porosity of the material, so all that air gap. So if you start then compressing it to try and get more in, it's actually counter effective. So you basically want to put as much in as you can get away with without then starting to compress it further. So I've measured roughly what I need, and then I'm just going to cut that out. And that's it. So it's just repeat that. I'll do that again to put another layer on, and then we can put the panel on, and then do the same with all the others, and there we go, we're insulated, nice and easy. So as I said, down here we've got the slam vent, so you don't want to go stuffing too much down there. But as far as cavities go, I mean, there's a nice cavity up in here on the right, and you can just tear this and kind of, it doesn't need to be glued because it'll just kind of hold itself in place, but you basically just want to fill these spaces as best you can. Yep, so I just left enough room down here for there to be some space for that slam vent. So the rest of it's really well insulated, and then obviously that's the bit that needs to breathe, so you've got to let it breathe. So another great example of just stuffing in the insulation here. So these are the holes for the seat belt. So if you've got rear seats, so like a combi van, and yeah, you can just basically tear off some chunks of insulation and just start wedging them in there. It's a nice big cavity that needs filling, and like I said, just don't don't try and wedge too much in there so it's too thick. I mean, that's pretty good. You want to push it down into the cracks, but if you have to kind of force it, then it probably means you're starting to compress. Okay, so that's the insulation complete. As you can see, I've now also carpeted and put all the panels on, so the insulation is nice and locked in there as well. Hopefully you found this video useful. Please feel free to drop comments down below for any questions you have, and please do like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.